All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to spatchcock a turkey on a griddle. So here we go. So all I've done to get ready is I covered in aluminum because we don't need the surface, so this will just help with cleanup. And then you need to be able to lift it up off of the griddle a little bit so it doesn't burn the turkey. So this is just a cast iron grate that you can buy at Walmart that is really just to go over a campfire. So I think I paid 20 bucks for that. I just messed up my foil. That will get the turkey up off of the surface. All right, so there's my turkey. I just pulled it out of a cooler. I had it in a cooler brining for the last about 18 hours, and I'm getting ready to do the spatchcock. All right, so to spatchcock a turkey, the first thing you have to do is cut out the spine of the turkey. With the legs down, you cut out the spine of the turkey. So that's what we'll do now. They say to use shears for game. I don't have that, so we're going to use a knife and some pretty decent scissors. It's so gross. Like crack-a-lack in a turkey. All right, there you go. Once you cut out the spine, you can save that, cook it with the neck and make some stock or whatever you want to do with it. So then you want to come in and right at this bone at the back, give it a little split, just give it a little score so that you can break it open. The whole goal of a spatchcock is to lay it flat. So once you do that, then this is a big 20-pound turkey. You're able to really spread it out, get the plastic out of the way, spread it out. But when you get it turned over like this is when you kind of have to do a little CPR, which I've only learned CPR from The Office, where apparently you do it to the Bee Gees. I think that was the pop I was looking for. There you go. You gotta, I recommend taking off your Apple Watch before you do this so you don't have to chicken or turkey your watch. So that basically is the goal, to get it all spread out, and that's not as spread as it will be, but that's how we'll end up putting it on the griddle. All right, so most of my seasoning is done by the brine, but I'm going to add a little bit of Kinney's and a little bit of Lowry's. Pretty simple, but again, I'm counting on the brine to do most of the work for flavor. So to do that, you just got to separate out the skin, get your hand all up in there. My wife loves this step. So get that all separated up. I'm just going to put a lot of it right there so that I can then go back and push it up in there. It's actually going to be probably enough seasoning. I'm not going to use any Lowry's. You don't have to do this step, it's totally optional, but I do think it adds some nice flavor. Last year, the first year I did this spatchcock, I actually didn't do any seasoning just to see what the brine would do, and it was probably the best turkey I've ever cooked. So let's see here. There we go. So there we go. That's good enough for now, and my next step is I'll put it on the griddle. All right, so here we go. Going in here. We've got our turkey, and now we're going to take our big fat bird. Place it on here. I'll just kind of spread this baby out. You can actually spread it out a couple of different ways, but you can even pull those out. They really don't need to be though. So I just like to pull the legs and kind of turn them out. Say I like to. I did this once before, but hopefully this will give you, that'll cook fine. So there you go. You've got your bird laid on there. And then optional, if you have a grill cover, which I do, it's really going to keep a lot of that heat in. But if you wanted to catch a little bit more, you can kind of just spread that, push that over it, and it'll really capture more of those juices to stay in. And then close it up. Have to push it down a little bit, but that's totally fine. And set the timer. All right, here we go. We have been 3 hours and 40 minutes. It was a little longer than I thought it would take. 3 hours and 40 minutes. So I'm actually going to use this to bring it back in, but look at that bird. Get in here on that. Right at 159, which is a nice pull. All right, so I started to pull this baby apart. Let's give it a little, let's give it a little taste. Good Lord, that is good turkey. All right.